Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is pretty special, since we're not previewing any Hot Toys figure. Instead, I just want to share with you some of my experiences pre-ordering some Hot Toys exclusive or Artisan Edition figures today. So in case you don't know, Hot Toys announced a ton of phenomenal figures recently, and most of them are actually limited or exclusive. So Hot Toys has also started a 4-day offline activity, China Joy, in Shanghai, which they sold most of these figures offline. And there were only a few hundred of each figure available left, and they plan to sell the rest online on their mini program in WeChat. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend the offline event since I didn't have the time and it wasn't that convenient for me, so my only option to get these figures was to go online and try to snap them up. So it was actually really uneasy to get these figures. Similar to the Anakin Artisan Edition or God Loki Artisan Edition, there were tons of people trying to access the same mini program or website simultaneously, causing the site to frequently get stuck. And no matter how many times you click, it often tells you not to submit more than once, even if you haven't. And it's very frustrating. And it also happened today as well. So I'll just explain the details to you a little bit later. But first, I'll walk you through the process I went through today to pre-order these figures. So I'll explain everything step by step in the order that it happened. So Hot Toys announced that the figures would be available for pre-order starting at 11 o'clock. And they were releasing access to the Artis Joker, Darth Vader, and General Grievous' special edition at that particular hour. But since Darth Vader and General Grievous were limited editions, I decided to prioritize the Artis Joker, since I anticipated that many people would try to get the Artis Joker as soon as it begins. But before I continue, there's something else that you gotta know. So Hot Toys recently added a new feature to their mini program on WeChat, aimed at reducing the frequent crashes and failures on their platform. They introduced a lining up system to limit the number of people accessing the site simultaneously. So here's how it works. Every time you try to enter the mini program, you have to wait in line. And although they claim that the wait is around 1 minute, it's usually much longer than that. And once you successfully get in, you can stay inside for only about 15 minutes before being automatically logged out. Additionally, every time you successfully make a purchase or complete a transaction, you're also logged out and have to queue up again to re-enter. While this system does have some benefits, it also made me quite nervous, since my previous strategy for pre-ordering limited figures was to get into the interface and continuously click until I reached the payment interface. Once in the payment interface, the figure was essentially mine, as Hot Toys wouldn't allocate it to anyone else. Even if all the other figures sold out, the one I was trying to purchase would still be reserved for me. However, due to the new lining up system, my previous strategy became unworkable. Now, if you're logged out of the mini program after 15 minutes, the figure that was reserved for you in the payment interface is no longer yours. And if someone else happens to click and purchase that figure during the time that you were logged out, it becomes theirs. So this situation is particularly frustrating, because despite being on the payment interface, you might not be able to complete the transaction due to the repeated error message telling you not to submit multiple times, even if you haven't. So given these challenges, I'm actually relieved that Hot Toys didn't announce the Anakin Skywalker figure this year, because if they had, it would have been nearly impossible for me to secure it using my old strategy. Now, let me walk you through how I pre-ordered the Artis Joker figure. So Hot Toys announced that pre-orders would begin at 11 a.m. Due to the new lining up system, I started preparing around 10:30. I realized that if I got into the mini program too early and I stayed there for over 15 minutes, I'd be automatically logged out. If this happened right before the pre-order began, I'd miss my chance, so I decided to wait until 10:45 to try entering the mini program. And after waiting about 5 minutes, I successfully entered around 10:50. Once inside, I waited until 11 and immediately clicked on the Joker figure, hitting the pre-order button. Surprisingly, everything went smoothly. I quickly typed in my name and phone number and submitted the form and paid the pre-order price. The whole process took about 3 minutes and was much smoother than I expected. I thought the new lining up system was really effective at this point. And after securing the Joker, I had some time before the next figure, the Artisan Iron Spider, to went on pre-order. So I decided not to get this one because I was worried about the delicate rooted hair getting messy. Plus, the prices for Avengers 4 figures dropped significantly after release, so I figured I'd wait and possibly buy it from secondhand market later. So this decision gave me some extra time, so I had lunch and prepared the Black Widow pre-order at 1 p.m. And for the Black Widow figure, there were two versions, so a special edition and a standard version. Unfortunately, the special edition wasn't available on the mini program, and the standard version didn't include Iron Man's glove accessory, and they were actually at the same price. Since I didn't plan to display her with the glove anyway, I decided to go for the standard version. So I lined up for about 5 minutes and got into the mini program, waited until 1 p.m. So the Black Widow pre-order process was a bit slower than the Joker with a few failed attempts, but after about 5 minutes, I successfully pre-ordered her as well. It was overall still pretty smooth. Feeling confident, I prepared for the Batman Joker pre-order at 2 p.m. This time, I wasn't as nervous and used to the same strategy, entering the program 5 minutes early. However, this one was much more challenging. I clicked continuously for half an hour on 2 devices. Both devices logged me out multiple times, but I kept trying. At around 2:30, one device logged me out, and when I got back in, the figure was gone. The Batman Joker pre-order had ended, and I missed out. So this was the first time I failed to pre-order a limited figure, which is kind of disappointing. So there were actually a few reasons. So more people might have been interested in this figure, and I might have been too slow, or the limited quantity of 200 figures played a role. Most importantly, the new lining up system made it tougher. Last year, I spent 2 hours pre-ordering the Anakin Skywalker figure, but without the lining up system, I could stay in the program until I succeeded. This time, the system automatically logged me out, making it impossible to secure the figure. And I also pre-ordered the deluxe special edition Darth Vader earlier in the morning, right after the Artis Joker. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it a while ago. So, yeah, I'm actually a huge Star Wars fan, and I went for the version with the most accessories, including the cool broken mask. As for General Grievous, I haven't pre-ordered him yet, but I plan to get the standard version since I find the special edition accessory kind of unnecessary. It's just a commemorative coin, so, it wouldn't make big usages. So, that's my experience pre-ordering figures today. Despite the challenges, I'm still very happy with the figures I managed to secure. The Joker will mostly be released at the end of this year, and the Black Widow and Darth Vader would be, as well as General Grievous, they will be released at the end of next year, so we'll have to wait for a really long time. I'm afraid that I might not be that interested in these figures anymore, but I hope so. I hope that I'm still interested in them. And when I receive them, I'll definitely make a review video on these figures immediately. And by the way, I've also received the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure a long time ago. I already received it for over a month, but I'm very busy these days, so I really don't have the time to just make a review video on him. So I'm really sorry about that. I'll probably make a review video on him after October, since I'll have more free time until then. So that's mostly all for this video. If you enjoy these type of content, please consider like and subscribe. I'll definitely make more videos like these in the future, since every time I succeed in pre-ordering some limited edition figures, I'll make a video talking about my experiences. So that's all. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.